that's true. No, that's true.
I'm going to give you the first minute and a half on the Week 6 fantasy. We're going to do it the other way from what we did last week. I'm going to let you talk about
Okay.
your dated or your week to week DraftKings. What's the other one? Talk to me here.
DraftKings,
DraftKings,
FanDuel, all that stuff.
FanDuel,
Yep.
all those.
Yep.
So I'm going to give those
hmm
to him, and you're go ahead and go with your first minute and a half.
All right, fantastic. Hey, do what you want for running backs this week. That running backs are the really important aspect to pay attention to because there's a lot of great matchups. Okay, Rams defense has been hurting, and it's one of those defenses that you'd think would be really good this season. They're not. Guess who they're playing? San Francisco, 200 yards a game. Draft these guys. Okay, spend a little more on the running backs if you have to. Stack Breida with Coleman if you have to for San Francisco. If you're really feeling froggy, go ahead. Also, go ahead and don't be afraid to spend money on Christian McCaffrey. He's a safe bet this week against that Buccaneers, in my opinion, as well. When you go to the Saints Jaguars, one of those guys that I would go after is their receiver Chark Jr. Okay, he's been fantastic in points and usually has not been that expensive. And go ahead and stack him with Minshew if you want to. That's not a bad one. All right. Stay away from Fournette in that game, though. I think Fournette has finally seen maybe a game that he needs to step off of. Other than that, that's really my stacks this week. Stay away from the primetime game on Monday night, Lions and Packers, just because there's so many injuries and we don't know what's going on yet, unless you're only playing a single game. If so, check me out on Twitter later, and we will talk about it later about that Monday night that game. What do you think, Derek? What you got for Yahoo Fantasy?
All right. For the first thing I want to talk about is Todd Gurley's out this week. So
Mm-hmm.
pick up Malcolm Brown. He's going to get a lot of carries. He's going to be probably the focal point of the offense this week. I think they're going to do a lot of running this week. I don't think that team's going to do a lot. As far as next week goes, everybody has forgot. So do it this week before everybody remembers. AJ Green is
Yeah.
coming back and he's going to be traded soon. You're going to need to get him because he's going to go fast as soon as everybody realizes he's coming back. I personally have already picked him up. We can also talk about Will Fuller from the Texans. He's available in a lot of leagues still. If you can pick him up and manage to pick him up at this point, that's going to be a great addition to your offense. I think that's three great pieces that are going to get you a lot of points this week. As far as starting a quarterback this week, if you guys need any questions on that, just if you got a comparison, just let me know. I can probably help you on based on defense per defense. As far as like a surprise that will go this week, I don't really have one other than maybe I was about to say, other than Minshew, I feel like Minshew has constantly put up the 20 points. Me and Christian were talking about it pre-show, and I think that is another solid starter this week. If he's still available in a lot of leagues, guys, like that's kind of crazy to believe that a guy who puts up 20 points a week is still in a lot of leagues, and that's going to help you for sure. Tight end position, Will Dissly is still a guy to go trade for right now because he keeps putting up numbers and he keeps being better each and each week. Defenses, if you're looking for a better defense, you need to drop the Rams, pick up Carolina. Saints are still a lot of available in a lot of leagues. These are the teams these are the ones that are going to get you the turnovers these next couple of weeks, and I believe that's going to be the ones to help you. So that's my take on this week's Week 6 fantasy predictions, and I think we're going to go ahead and go to our next subject. What do you think about that?
Yeah, bring it on. Also, another defense that I would say keep in mind, a lot of people don't pay attention to it, and that's Steelers defense. Even though they're losing ball games, they're still committing a lot of turnovers on defense. So pay attention to them too.
I forget to think about the Steelers defense because this guy named Christian has him in our
See,
fantasy
exactly.
football league, so I can't seem to get him. So I forget about them. But I wanted to give you some that I've been thinking about personally myself, and those are some good ones. So hopefully that helps you guys, and then if it does, let us know at Tough Talk.
Yep. Let's do it.
All right, so the XFL is coming back.